Fuck it. Let's go. Holla ballers and a bro fist to you all, for it is finally here. Work and school is done, baby. The weekend has arrived. And that means only one goddamn thing is, first of all, we say hello to all these wonderful people right here who've tuned in with us on a Friday. And we talk about some drama. Yeah, we do. We share the tales of the past of when shit went down in World of Warcraft. And at the time, we were all, this game is so much more than a game. How can you say it's such a game? WoW is more than a game. And then you kind of look back on it and laugh. You know what I mean? Especially when Blizzard keeps resetting all your gear. Right? Oh my god, assholes. I worked so hard on this LFR gear. Why you make it so my gear's useless now? Another 10 levels? Shit. 3-digit levels! Can the game even cope? Millennium Bug. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. So, I have 3 stories lined up for you for today. I'm in fact in no rush. Emma has already been and done her stuff. My son is falling asleep as we speak. Hopefully he won't be crying, because he tends to do that when he's really tired. Hopefully that won't happen. And therefore we're going to chill out and we're going to relax. I've got an ice cold monster that is just on the peak of forming ice inside it. It's frozen almost, which is the idyllic temperature for your monster. So it's so cold you can't taste it. Fucking amazing, right? You know that drink that's so cold it has no flavour. Your tongue can't handle it. That's where I'm at. By the way, Call of Duty Ghosts. Yeah, that's a thing, right? That's a thing. Oh my god, Monster and Call of Duty Ghosts? Not for me. Not for me. So how will we start Drama Friday? If you want to submit to Drama Friday, all you do is you get an email together. Don't fax me. Don't do it. All you do is you send me an email to drama@preachgaming.com. That's it. And I'll check it out. I'll have a read. Your story might not get on the show, and if you're really upset about that, I'm sorry. Alright? Sorry. Can't do it all the time. It wouldn't be special. We save it for a Friday. It gives us something to look forward to. But this story that I'm going to start off with, I'm not even going to give you a choice. I usually give you a choice. Because this story is entitled, How I, a Female, Caused Drama in World of Warcraft. And when I read that title, I thought, I know these guys. And these guys want to listen to this story, don't they? These guys want to listen to this story because they love it when those ladies look back on what they did in the past and kind of go, motherfucker, I was a bit of a bitch. I was a bit of a bitch. Notepad's not open. Mother of God. Okay, hold on, hold on. We got this. I'm totally prepared. It might be absolutely freezing and the country might be battered by winds. But I got this because my notepad works. Okay. An IRL friend. Well, that guy's getting screwed over. Oh! Head over heels in love boy. Love boy. Who's gonna be the love boy? Spoiler alert, you're probably gonna get screwed over. Probably gonna get screwed over. In-game friend, you're getting screwed too. Who's also a co-GM, which I love. And the raid leader. Oh, you're getting some nookie. Alright, have we got enough stereotypes in for the beginning of the show? Have we? Alright, Loverboy is being Sailor Jimmy. Because that guy has a lady in every port. And I think Sailor Jimmy just needs some love. Alright, who we got here? Mjolnir? Mjolnir. Right, Mjolnir and Sin of the Island. You know it's you, right? You've got a longer name than it says, but everyone knows Mjolnir. Why did I pick that name? I'm going to pronounce it so wrong. Who we got here? You know what? We're going to throw Rasty in as the raid leader. Why not? A little bit of tribute to the past there. A little bit of a tribute to the past. And I need one more co-GM. Almost good, but not quite. Who looks amateurish? Macro? It's you. Macro! You're in. That's it. That's it. That's it. No one else, right? Good. Let's go. Hello. Oh, it says hello twice. Hello. Hello, Sir Preach. I like that. A knighthood. Internet. I can claim an internet knighthood. No problem. I can carry that weight. I'm here to tell you the story of how I got into World of Warcraft and what events soon took place. Such events as causing 2 different people to rage quit the game. Getting a funky nickname. What nickname would this lady get? I'll leave that to you misogynists out there. And destroying a guild in less than 2 weeks. Some kind of record, right? Needless to say, women cause too much drama. So let's get it started. Oh, she's so proud of it as well. I love it when the girls are so proud. It's like, we fucked up your shit, right? We fucked it up completely. We fucked it up. Chapter 1. How I got into the game. Around 2008 when I was 17. 17-year-old gamer chick. What does she look like? Am I right, fellas? Yeah! 17. Are we going to take bets on what class she's playing? Are we taking bets? Are we going with Priest? Are we going with Priest? Yeah, we're totally going to roll with Priest. We're doing it. We're doing it. When I was 17. I met an IRL friend through my boyfriend at the time. Ding! Mjolnir. Friend of the boyfriend? Sucks to be you, dude. Friend of the boyfriend. You're who she talks to while he fucks her. I'm just telling you how it is. You know how it is. That's why guys have that friend. You know, the personality guy? While he works on his pecs. Yeah, that's you. The friend. Friend zoned. That's what they call it, right? It's an internet thing. It's the friend zone. And you're in the friend zone, Mjolnir. Bummer. You're the guy who plays WoW. He always talked about this game he played, day and night. You sound really boring in this story, Mjolnir. I'm just going to put it out there. You just keep talking about WoW all the time. Why? Shut up, man. Shut up. One day I went over to his house, and he showed me a little of this game. Oh, I bet he showed you your game. Yeah! This is the way. This is how I'm going to break the friend zone. I'm going to penetrate the friend zone barrier for showing you my World of Warcraft skills. Check that transmog. Yeah, baby. Shit's for real. Shit is for real. He showed me an auction house and a couple of other things. Is that the first thing you show a girl? Okay, hot chick. Okay, let's remind ourselves. 70-year-old gamer chick. Ba-dunk. That's what she looks like. Comes over to your house. She's in the house, right? Boyfriend's not there. Got your smooth McGroove on. You ready to lay it down? And what do you show her? Auction house. Goes without saying, right? You can shop in this game because you're a girl. And that is all you could possibly care about. Shopping. So here's the auction house. Look, you can shop in this game. It's fantastic. And a couple of other things, but I hardly remember them. Just the auction house. So it kind of worked, right? This is the auction house. It's like shopping. I just shrugged it off as I have never played any computer games before. Oh, dude. I was still obsessing over my N64 and PS2, both of which I still love to play. Oh, you've not played any PC games. Oh, console gamer. Ugh. That's a turn off, right? I mean, everybody's got their limit to bear. Some people it's like, oh, well, she smokes, so I can't really get, you know, it's a deal breaker, right? Oh, I like this girl, but she's a vegetarian. I'm a burger man, so that's not going to happen. Console gamer? Ooh. But I still love to play. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance is way too addicting. Apparently so. About a year later, I had a different boyfriend, Score, who also liked playing WoW. Fuck's sake. Shit. To a point where he would invite me over just so I could sit and watch him. What a guy. And you're still dating him, right? Like, you're saying this like it's a bad thing, but you still did it. Big dong. Get away with some shit. His cousin and his cousin's girlfriend sit and do BGs for hours. Wow, that must have sucked. Hey, what are we doing tonight? Well, us three are playing World of Warcraft. You are going to sit here and watch me because I'm awesome. Because I'm totally fucking awesome. I'm so fucking good. The only time he would stop was when he asked me for sex. Just fucking love this guy. And you put out. Didn't you? Didn't you? 17-year-old you. Bored out of your goddamn mind. Ignored the fuck out of you while he kicked ass in BGs. Probably was top of the damage done. Like a boss. And then he turned around and said, let's do some sex. And you put out. So who's to blame? He never got any. Oh, fuck. I had an entire rant there, and you ruined it. So she didn't give him any. Bastard. I bet he didn't care. You know what I mean? He was like, you want to have sex? No. Alright. See the way I twisted it around? See the way I twisted it around? He didn't give a shit, did he? He's like, you want to have sex? No. Fucking requeue for my BG then, I suppose. And I bet he didn't, you know, like a true guy. A guy who's this kind of guy, because I've met these kind of guys. I was never this kind of guy. I was kind of a gentleman about it. I wanted to get some. And then this kind of guy only asked if they should stop and have sex after the BG had finished. Certainly not during. He might have got the urge mid-game. He's like, you know, I'm kind of feeling a little bit fired up, man. I've just took somebody's head off, just dropped a killer mortal strike, got some awesome crit footage. Now I'm feeling good. But I'm waiting for the end of this BG. Because I can't just leave in the middle of BG. I'm not getting a dessert buff. Are you kidding me? For sex? No. I always left at that point. Always. Repeatedly so. Needless to say, the game left a bad taste in my mouth after that. Ugh, shitty wow. Never did I think I would end up playing it. Yeah, Conquest Caps. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I could totally do it, but I'm so close to the Conquest Cap, it's like not even funny. And that, you know, it's Tuesday, man. Shit's running out. I've got to get my Conquest Cap. So you're going to have to wait. Fast forward to New Year's Day 2013. I hadn't talked to Mjolnir friend for over a year because he had a psycho crazy girl doing it right. Natalie Portman. Fish eyes. Yeah? I know what you're going. Who would viciously maul any girl he even looked at. That sounds legit. I'm in. I can handle. I could handle that in the past. I could deal with that. I sent him the customary Happy New Year text around midnight. Translation, guys. Girl you haven't spoke to in a year. Yeah? Text you at midnight. Ignore that it's Happy New Year. What does that text mean? Translate it for me, guys, in your teenage mind. You're 18, 17 years of age, and that text message comes... She wants the D. That is all men see. Girls, if you don't realise that, if you text a guy, even if it's New Year's Eve, and you say, Happy New Year, that's a sex text. That's all that is, you filthy cow. That's what he's thinking. He's like, shit, she wants it bad. And you're thinking, I was just telling you Happy New Year. Those guys, what do we like? Around 5 a.m., he gives me a call. That must have been an awkward 5 hours, right? Where he was thinking, maybe it is just a Happy New Year message. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe she really wants me. In 5 hours of that text message, a guy can convince himself of almost anything. He really can. A guy can convince himself of pretty much anything from a text message as innocent as the one you sent. He gives me a call about 5 a.m. and we talk for a couple of hours. About what? Ugh. Half the call is him talking about WoW again. I'm going to call this chick at 5 a.m. January 1st. Talk about World of Warcraft. Yay! What a guy. I fucking love you. Mjolnir, you are a gangster. I'm going to call this chick at 5 a.m. I'm going to call this chick at 5 a.m. to talk about some World of Warcraft. Yeah, that's probably what she's interested in. I had absolutely no idea what half of the stuff he was talking about meant. I just zoned him out. I've got to say, on the side of this, sounds like you both had a really boring New Year's Eve. I'm just saying, if that's how your New Year's January 1st went, very different from mine. I'm just going to put that out. And I play WoW a lot. I do. For the next couple of weeks, I talked to Mjolnir almost every day. And still our conversations were mostly about World of Warcraft, and his new guild and his raids, and stupid people standing in shit causing the raid to wipe. I just kept zoning out and letting him vent. He's such a good listener. That's what I like about the ladies, they're such good listeners. Eventually I got annoyed. You're not a very good listener, are you? Just taking it all back. I didn't understand what the fuck he was talking about. So I downloaded the game, no trial version for me, just straight into all expansions, because I am hardcore like that. Oh, what a lady. Chapter 2, Rage Quit number 1. Now that I had the game, I had to figure out what race and class I wanted. And guess what? I did not roll a Blood Elf Priest. Shenanigans. I'm calling it shenanigans on this whole fucking deal. You totally did. Fucking shenanigans. Why? I have no idea. I have no idea. I chose the class that to me seemed like something I could understand immediately. I chose a warrior. Warrior is very difficult to master. You did it wrong. As for the race, I didn't choose that very well either. I didn't understand that different races shouldn't be certain classes, and because of that, I chose a female Draenei. A female Draenei arms warrior. Nothing more terrifying. Nothing more. A female Draenei warrior played by a girl? Wow! That sucks. So not inviting you to my guild. So now that I picked my racing class, it was time to start leveling. Nope. Mjolnir did not offer to help me level like a boss. Fucking love you, Mjolnir. You're like, I don't give a shit. I speak to this girl every week for hours. Are you playing WoW? Busy with my new raid and my new guild. I don't give a fuck. I'm not leveling with you, you piece of shit. You're probably going to hold me back. And I'm really good at this game, so get lost. Even though he had a 90 warrior and could have helped me learn my class, I told him I wanted to do this on my own. Don't lie. He didn't offer. You just said he didn't offer. He didn't offer. Oh, no, I don't even want your help. I don't even want your help. I didn't offer to help you. No, I don't want your help. I'm going to do it all on my own. I didn't offer to help you at all. I really don't care. Like, stop telling me like I offered. I didn't. Just take it. So that he said, good. I wanted to do this on my own. Good. He's like, good. I don't want. He didn't want to help me anyway. He actually says that in the story. I fucking love that. I don't want to help you. Stop asking me. 2 weeks later, I finally reached 90, and let me say that I still have yet to get another capped character in the year I have been playing, because I do not like leveling. Sounds like you didn't have it too bad. 2 weeks ain't too bad till 90 for a new player. That's pretty good. Dungeons got boring and repetitive. No way. Quests were boring as well. And half the time I skipped to a high level zone so I could get better XP quests, only to die and get pissed off. Why is that red mob killing me? Anyway, now that I was 90, I could start getting better gear and begin raiding in LFR. Mjolnir and another buddy of mine, minor character, no need for naming. We shall name him Genoto, minor character, no need for him to be mentioned ever again. Decided that they wanted to help me get into LFR. We will help you. Okay, we're going to bestow a gift upon you. We are going to help you get into the LFR. Because we're such good friends. Right? Because we are such good friends. We are going to help you get into the LFR. And that's where your good times are going to begin. Thank you. Thank you so much. They spent a couple of days helping me do dungeons to increase my item level. And then finally, woo! I could enter the Mogasham Vaults. Yes! Mjolnir and our buddy all queued up together. I was in Skype with them at the time, so they could explain to me what was going on. When we finally got in and started killing bosses, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I was just button mashing at that point and only really used Colossus Smash, Mortal Strike and Overpower. That's pretty much it, I've got to be honest. Fucking warriors in Mr. Pandaria, man. Fucking suck. Terrible. I was shaking, anxious and nervous. Oh, in LFR? That's cute. Hoping I didn't screw anything up. Apparently I did just fine. We killed the boss in LFR. I must have done really well because the boss died, right? I feel really confident about myself. Boom. Best part was, every time a boss died, I was picking up loot. This happened for all 6 bosses in the Mogasham Vaults. Good quality gear too. Not the shit that you'll see on the Timeless Isle. No sir. Good stuff. Mjolnir and our buddy were completely pissed and in shock. Soon thereafter I got the nickname of... None of you will ever guess this, by the way. Her nickname, throughout the remainder of the story, our wonderful author, who's been a great sport, shall be Tits the Wonder Looter. That is Tits the Wonder Looter. Personally, I think it's a brilliant name that should be applied to Wonder Woman in the new Superman vs. Batman. I think that's a great name. Tits the Wonder Looter. I fucking love that shit. Which he still calls me to this day. Even the bosses give up loot for tits. Yay! After that week, I almost did my LFRs alone. What do you mean almost did them alone? Like, I wasn't quite ready to queue for the LFR on my own, but, I kind of did. I was getting better. I was getting better at going into LFR on my own. Which at the time I was fine with. One day I was on Skype with Mjolnir talking about loot we wanted or just got. Oh my god, she's already a loot whore. The corruption begins. I mentioned to him that I got some really cool looking shoulders that day, but I wasn't going to use them because it would have replaced my tear shoulders. They happened to be the shoulder pads of misshapen life. Mjolnir went to rage beyond rage. Why? Started ranting about how he has been trying to get shoulders out of raids for months because he was sick of being teased for wearing PvP shoulders in LFR. What kind of a man are you, Mjolnir? who is jealous over LFR loot. You're the kind of guy who phones a chick on New Year's Day at 5 a.m. to talk about World of Warcraft. Yeah? You built up the courage after 5 hours. 5 hours to build up the courage to call this chick on New Year's Day. And she answered. She answered your call. She was there for you, man. And you spoke for 2 hours about World of Warcraft. Then you gave a shit about LFR loot. Sad times. He still hadn't got any shoulders, and he wanted those shoulders more than any others. Soon after, he hung up on me on Skype. Cancelled his subscription and logged the fuck out. Boom! Tits the Wonder Looter strikes for the first time, baby. Mjolnir, casualty number 1. I can't believe anyone was so angry about LFR loot. I fucking love it. But I have been there, my friends. I have been there, where that one particular item eludes you, and then Ghost comes into the raid and wins it on his first one. Yeah. Fucking Ghost. He didn't play for a few months. His guild is putting many tickets to Blizz to get him his warrior. But within 12 hours of him getting rid of it. Oh, he deleted his character as well. What a nerd. Nerd Mjolnir. Chapter 3, Rage Quit number 2, and the guild destruction. Double whammy coming up. I ended up doing a faction change later on down the line because I was bored and tired of looking at that ugly face every day in Stormwind. So what I did, I picked this time. So she's changing to Horde, guys. Now's her chance. This is it. This is the one. She's changing to Horde. She's got more time to choose now. She's got a little bit comfortable in the game. What should this lady choose for her warrior? What will she choose? I, of course, changed to the Blood Elf. I'm not very good at picking proper races and classes, am I? Hey, you're doing it right as far as I'm concerned. I'm halfway towards the stereotypical WoW player should play, but I don't feel like leveling a priest. You should. Should. Come on. Do us a favour. You know how hard it is for us to find the chicks in the game? It's really hard. Just do us a favour and play a priest. I have one in bind on account gear that's around level 25. Does that count? Nope. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. A few months after the incident with Mjolnir, I ended up meeting head of... Oh, okay. Who are we going to meet? Sailor Jimmy. Sailor Jimmy. I ended up meeting Sailor Jimmy. At first, he was really fun to play with. He would run around and do old raids and try and get mounts and legendaries. He took me on my first run of Molten Core, where I lived up to my aforementioned nickname, Tits the Wonder Looter. I pulled out both bindings and the Essence of the Fire Lord. I didn't have the quest at the time, and honestly, I had no idea what I just got. He went out and showed me. What a guy. What a guy. He went out of his way and showed me where to get the quest. Oh, Sailor Jimmy. Went to the auction house and bought me the mats. He bought you the mats. And helped me get my Thunder Fury. He still doesn't have one himself. Oh, man. What the fuck would you guys do for a chick? What would you guys do for a chick? We ended up playing together almost every day. And he soon gets a little overly attached to me. He did give you a Thunder Fury. So, I'm just saying, that's kind of a big deal in a world, in Nerd World, in World of Warcraft world, passing on a Thunder Fury. That's basically like you owe him now. You owe him sex, pretty much. Like, it's a big deal. He would send me gold daily and ask me what I wanted to do and how he could help me. He even offered me a spare ticket to BlizzCon if I ever went to California. Sailor Jimmy, you desperate fuck. Sailor Jimmy. Oh, man. Sailor Jimmy. Jesus Christ. Not to mention the purple epic lanyard he bought and tried to send me. Oh, here's a lanyard? Like, I don't know, dude. He also tried to take a trip to my house to come see me at one point. Oh, God. I got him to cool his jets. Back off, Jimmy. Back it up a bit, son. I got into cool his jets eventually and started saying that I would like to get into normal raids at some point. Just back it up, Jimmy. Back it up. He was a little skeptical about it because he used to be a hardcore raider. Of course he was. He was Sailor Jimmy was very, very hardcore. Every day for hours and ending kata. He got sick of it and quit until Mr. Pandaria came out, where he went and leveled about 15 characters from 85 to 90. Apparently he loves to level. Do you love it, Jimmy? Do you love it hardcore? Anyway, I was able to convince him to help me out. We began looking in the best place ever. To trade chat, my friends. To trade chat. Let's find a guild. After a few weeks of trade chat, we still found nothing. No. that would work with both our work schedules. This trade chat's just failing everybody every week. One day, someone will get it right. Everyone either wanted to raid super early or on days that I worked late. Eventually, I found a guild that looked like it would work for both of us. They were a newly formed level 9 guild called... What should we call them? The Heroes of Trade. Yeah, baby. The Heroes of Trade. A level 9 Heroes of Trade. Looking for people to fill their core 10-man team, right? So we're looking for people to get into the core. Important. I whispered... Ooh, Rasty. Oh, shit. I whispered Rasty. And I told Rasty, of course, the best raid leaders in the world will be, like, completely okay with this. I told him our item levels. Can I apply to your guild? Here is my information. I told him our item levels and lack of experience. He was okay with this and sent us both an invite. I would like to apply to your guild. I have no gear and no experience. May I join your core raid team? Yes. Yes, you may. That's a bad guild we're running right there, Rusty. That's a badass guild, man. Don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. I'm not joining. You should do that as a test. If you ever want to join a guild, just send them some nonsense like I've never raided. I've got like item level 400. Can I join? And if they say yes, don't join. Be like, just trust me, don't do it. Our first night raiding with them was a bit interesting. I was quite a bit tipsy. Nothing like getting drunk. Nothing like getting drunk for your first raid. Make a good impression. Because it was my day off the next day and I wanted to enjoy myself while getting pissed and playing WoW. We didn't end up downing any bosses. We started at Horadon. Oh god, they went straight into the Throne of Thunder. We started at Horadon because someone was saved and they were okay with that. We're fine with that. Someone in the guild raid is saved. I'm saved. That's alright. Don't worry about it. We'll just go to the harder boss. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Good guild, Rasty. Strong leadership. Very strong. Doing it right, my friend. Doing it right. After 5 wipes, they decided to kick the guy who was saved and move back to Jin Rock. At that time, I was around 503 item level and was pulling about 160k consistently on Jin Rock. The guild was very pleased and invited us to their raid the following day. We are very pleased with you. Very, very pleased. Well, let's just say this. And at least she's honest. She's honest. Let's just say that 160k I pulled was a fluke. I was barely doing 100k the next day. Yeah, 5 wipes. It's too hard. It's too hard. I was barely doing 100k the next day. But somehow we managed to down Jin Rock that night. After that, the co-GM, who was Macro decided to pull me aside and teach me how to play. Good guy Macro, pulling her aside. Private vent channel. Excuse me, can you move down to a vent channel, please, with me? My name is Macro. I want to teach you how to play warrior. Real nice. Sexy little blood elf. That's how Macro rolls. Come on down with me channel. We'll call it the officers channel. Boom. Boom. The next few days, I sat at the shrine with Macro and bashed on the training dummies for an hour before each raid. Fucking hell. That sounds well boring. Preparing your arms warrior for an hour before every raid. Overpower. Oh, sorry. Slam, 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 slam. Cluster smash. Slam, 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 slam. Yeah! Slamming it. Slamming it. Trying to get my cooldowns and rotation right. This made Sailor Jimmy a little bit jealous. A little bit jealous. Because I was spending so much time with Macro on Skype and wasn't talking to him anymore. Both Macro and Rasty, of course. Both Macro and Rasty tried to explain to him that they are trying to make me a better warrior. It's nothing to do with her being a guild. Not everybody in the game wants to have sex with every girl they meet, right? She's just trying to make her a better player. Of course, Sailor Jimmy. No, sir. No, sir. Eventually, Macro and I became pretty good friends and got along quite well. He ended up forming a crush on me. Bastard! I tried to defend you, Macro. I tried to defend you, man. I tried to defend you, but you end up falling for her, man. What was it? Was it the Blood Elf? Was that what it was? He ended up having a crush on me and wanted to talk to me on Skype whenever I was on. Instead of him going into vent with his guildmates. Let's talk privately. Let's Skype it. Yeah. Then one day, about a week after Sailor Jimmy and I joined the guild, all hell broke loose. Sailor Jimmy, in rage, quit the guild, but not before telling Rasty that it was because I was spending too much time on Skype with Macro instead of him. And Rasty, as guild master, that's your fucking problem. It's your problem, Rasty, you piece of shit, that person and that person are friends. Fix it, GM. And that is why I will never be a GM ever again. Because people genuinely come to you with that kind of shit. People genuinely think you give a shit about it. Like it's your fucking problem. Preach, gonna talk to you, yeah. Gotta tell you, man, me and my girlfriend are having some hard times. I'm like, are you coming to the raid or not? Oh, no, well, you see, I'm just trying to let you know I don't care. Are you coming to the raid or not? That's all I care about. Are you coming to the raid or not? Fucking Rasty. Useless cunt, Rasty. Useless. Rasty went insane. He started whispering me about how I was a slut and destroyed their guild and all this crap. Rasty, what the hell, man? What happened to you, man? You used to be such a cool guy. What happened to this Mr. Paragons of the Claxy Heroic? Look at you now, you piece of shit. On your ass. On your ass, Rasty. Fix it, you fucking lunatic. You slut! Seething. I asked Sailor Jimmy, why have you quit? He told me he didn't really want to get back into raiding and only did it for her. I did it for you, babe. I raided for you. He was over it and told Rasty why he was leaving. I tried saying that to Rasty, but he wasn't hearing it. I was in Skype with Macro at the time. Guilty. Caught red-handed. Caught red-handed. And he was also in Vent. Rasty joined Vent and started going crazy. Now blaming Macro for Sailor Jimmy quitting, saying that he has gotten many complaints from other raiders that he, Macro, was not in Vent anymore and spending far too much time with Titty the Wonderlooter. Bullshit. Apparently all the others felt that we needed to be in Vent 24/7, otherwise we were neglecting the guild. Dawson's Creek music. I don't want to wait. A guild that only ever did 3 out of 12 normal. Oh, sick burn. That's in brackets, by the way. It's in brackets. It's like, yeah, they were saying we needed to be in Vent 24/7. This fucking guild that only got 3 out of 12 normal. Fucking losers. Rusty started going on about if he ever saw Macro again, they were friends in real life, he would smash his kneecaps with a bat. That sounds a little bit like Rusty. Now, Rusty didn't know I could hear all of this. He then started saying that it was a mistake ever inviting me to the guild, and how that now I'm involved with Macro, they are stuck with me. Macro? Oh, what did Macro do, though? What did Macro do? Did he betray his friend Rasty? Did he fear the bat of kneecaps? Or did he try and get the poon? Take your time. Take your time. Do, 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 do. The poon, naturally. Wrong, motherfuckers. Macro, like a boss, like a fucking boss. Macro kicked me from the guild and said, there, fixed. Yeah! Rasty still wasn't quite happy though, as we had to find someone to now replace her. Macro, you're the fucking boss. Hey, bros before hoes, right? Bros before hoes! Poop Feast has got it. Bros before hoes. Get out of here. Sling your hook. Get out of here, titties. I'm fucking sick of you. The rage back and forth went on for a good half an hour before Rasty raged and logged out, but not before quitting the guild himself. Oh, poor little guy. He lost control of his guild. He lost control of his guild and he quit and joined another guild. Isn't that right, Rasty? After a minute of silence, I logged into Vent and talked to the guildies about what went down. Hey, guys. Apparently no one gave a fuck that me and Macro were on Skype instead of Vent. Oh, Rasty's so jelly. Rasty was so jelly. Apparently no one cared. They saw that my DPS went up by about 50k after having a few lessons. Rasty was just off about Sailor Jimmy leaving because he was a 520 fire mage and was top DPS in every fight in 3 out of 12 normal. Out of those 3 fights, Sailor Jimmy, 5 520 item level. 520! Can you imagine having such a prestigious member of your 3 out of 12 level 7 guild? Can you imagine it? You're this cutting edge, level 9, 3 out of 12 normal guild, and some swagger jagger walks in with 520 item level. You've got to look after that guy. He's your king. He's your fucking king. The next day I tried to talk to Sailor Jimmy, but he wouldn't even respond to me. Turns out he deleted me from Real ID and oh my god. Some of you were calling it, but I didn't think it'd ever get that far. I did not think it would go that far, but I'm afraid, guys, Sailor Jimmy did in fact remove her from Facebook. I know. It actually happened. I mean, we didn't think it'd go that far. We really didn't. But it did. It's not only Real ID, but Facebook as well. Sometimes it can just go too far. Sometimes it can go too far, and then it stops being funny. This is a fun drama Friday, right? This is fun, and you took it there. I just rolled my eyes and continued playing without him. Deleted from Facebook. Oh, well. A couple of days later, he re-added me. Oh, but she's so hot. She's so hot. Apologising for what he did. You pussy, Sailor Jimmy. You're such a bitch. Where is he, Jimmy? He's such a bitch. Apologising for what he did and then giving me the guild he'd botted from one of his alts. He's a botter. Oh, good news. Always accept botted guilds. Good idea, guys. And the best advice I can ever give you. Forget everything I've ever taught you about DPSing and tanking and healing. Anything like that. If someone offers you a botted guild, take it. Grab that motherfucker. It included 100k gold and even mats to level my blacksmithing. Oh, and then he quit. I fucking love it. To this day, Macro and I are still friends, and we talk on an almost daily basis. Mjolnir and I don't play daily anymore, mainly because I'm sick of causing drama. To be fair, as much fun as we have, you didn't actually cause that much drama. Not a lot. It's more the fella's fault. It's the fella's fault. Gotta accept it sometimes, guys. Dick be causing you problems. Maybe I just need to grow a pair and a beard. Would not recommend it. Growing a pair, definitely. Always good news. Always good advice is to grow a pair. Can't really go wrong with that. Growing a beard, not so much. Not so much. I wouldn't suggest the beard. Would not suggest the beard. That's just my opinion. Just saying. Then maybe I could play this game without making people quit, etc. But nah, I like being female. Okay, no one was recommending any sort of transgender operation. That's not on the table. I get free loots. I love it. I love it. Nah, I like being female. I get free loots. Ka-ching! Love it. Anyway, a good day to you, sir, and I hope you enjoyed my little tale from the past year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and all your loved ones. It's you guys right there. What a wonderful story. What a great sport. Excellent. God, you guys, you're embarrassing us, guys. Guys. You're embarrassing us. You're embarrassing us. You're making all the problems. Right, this one is called Was It Worth It? There's a lot of characters in this one. Alright. Was it worth it? Was it? Yeah, it's a good story, that one. It's a good story. What time are we on? Jesus Christ, it's like a 40-minute tale. How long is this one? Oh, it ends in a pregnancy, so we're reading it. We're going in. Alright. Friendly warrior. Bullshit. Friendly warrior. PvP paladin. Lol. PvP paladin. He wants to play all these scumbag classes. Hold on, I've not finished typing them. A guild member priest. Alright. Priest GM. Alright. A monk. And at least 3 guilds. Wow. I think we'll just go with guild 1, 2, and 3. It's probably going to be easier. We don't want to make it overly complicated because I'm bound to fuck it up. Right. Alright. Bubs. Bubs is in. Bubs can be the priest. I like the idea. I used to know a friend called Bub, who's a priest. That's the only reason. Eon, shaman. Eon, you're the warrior. God, it goes so fast. Zuba. Zuba can be the PvP paladin. Who's our GM going to be? Who's got a really sturdy Cunningham? Oh, love it. Cunningham. Captain Cunningham, GM of the guild, and our monk, who's bound to goof it. Oh, YOLO DK. Love it. Best name ever for a monk. YOLO DK. Love it. Love it. YOLO DK. Best name ever for a monk. I fucking love it. I love it. That's it. All right. Says we were playing about 10 hours a day, so some of the smaller time things might be slightly off, but he's tried to get them as close as possible. Okay, so we can appreciate that sometimes that can happen. I remember it says here, at one point, we were playing 10 hours a day at one point, but I remember patch releases and events rather time specific, rather than specific time between events. Okay, gotcha. Here there's so many people in the story, man. Gonna goof me up. I have been playing WoW since vanilla. Good man. But then Kata hit. I decided to take a break and focus on my exams. Said everybody ever I spoke to during Kata. Oh, when my exams are coming up, probably not going to be able to raid. Still raided. But sadly, during this time, I lost my account information. And when MOP hit, I thought I may as well start afresh and experience what I thought would be cool new zones. 1,000 Needles is good. That's about it. I began with a Destruction Warlock. Undead, of course. My friend. Right there. Right there. Love it. And joined a casual level 25 guild for the experience bonus, as I did not have heirlooms, and quickly made friends with the members there. When I hit level 90, I began to grind. I began the grind. I was online nearly 24/7. I caught the WoW bug again. On the plus side, at least I geared fairly quickly and now have all the exalted reps. My god, you did that like straight away? Holy shit. Wow. Oh, you mean the daily grind? Oh, dude, I totally see where you're coming from. That is horrible. Just online all day doing dailies. I feel so sorry. Oh. It's made me feel a little bit ill. To figure that someone like leveled fresh to get to 90 and then just started smashing dailies out. Motherfucker. That sounds bobbins. What a guy. I did that too. Admit it, all of you. Look at you. Yeah, I totally did. I was so glad when I got Golden Lotus Exalted. Never. My guild at the time had been recruiting and decided they wanted to start a proper raiding team for 4 nights a week. I was obviously chosen, being such a baller and all, with all the exalted reps. However, we had some issues with our raiding team. No. The first of which being we only had 9 people who were always signed and on time. This meant we had to pug from trade. Yeah. This is where I met my friend, Eon, who was himself in another raiding guild that was going through some problems. When we call these guilds raiding guilds, there's a big difference between a guild that's trying to raid and a raiding guild, right? Okay? Just got to put that out there. It's just because you have been inside a raid, perhaps you even killed a boss, you're all not a raiding guild, alright? If you're a casual guild that has people who sort of flop into a raid and are like, we're just going to kill this boss, that's not really a raiding guild. Just remember that. Remember that. Remember that. So we met the friend Eon, who was himself in another raiding guild that was going through some problems, and he therefore wanted to pug to maintain progression and get geared himself. This did not help our guild, as we also lacked something that is required to kill bosses in World of Warcraft. Skill. Yeah! When my friends, we are just not capable of killing the boss. Simple as that, really. When Eon's guild started raiding again, I was asked to join his guild in their regular 10-mans on my alt, who I had leveled at the time, who gave up a raiding. I played a Blood DK. Hey, it says here in brackets, which I know will disappoint you, nothing wrong with a Blood DK if you know what you're doing with it. Blood DKs are fun as fuck. I absolutely adore playing my Blood DK. Love it to bits. Love it to bits. It's just that they do come with a little bit of baggage from the community. That's a community problem, not personally mine. Chapter 2, we upset these guilds. Oh, look at it, see? That's these guys. It's not me. It's the community. I love the Blood DK. Nothing wrong with the Blood DK. Great fun. Loads of stuff to learn. My friend's guild progressed a lot more smoothly than my original guild, and I was quickly dripping in so-called epics. Yeah, I got lots of perps. One night after the... When is it going to go away? Everybody here. When is it going to go away? Do you remember Let's take a vote. When was the last time epics were epic? Tell me. Even just an expansion name will do. When was the last time epics were epics? When? When? The Burning Crusade. The Burning Crusade. When did the Burning Crusade come out? When? Anybody got the year? I've got it right here. What year did the Burning Crusade come out? 2007. Do the math at how long ago that mindset was. It's killing me. Oh, do you remember when epics were epic? Hardly anybody remembers when epics were epic. You had to be playing in vanilla to know that that's like. It hasn't been like that for 6 years. 6 years, right? 6 years ago, epics were epics. Get over it. Purple hasn't meant good in 6 years. I don't even have enough fucking fingers. My phalanges can't add that shit up. 6 years ago, and people still hark on about it. Oh, I'm dripping in purples. You have been for 6 fucking years. What the fuck are you talking about, you crazy bastard? Of course purple doesn't mean good. It hasn't been good in fucking years. You're telling me epic means something? Yeah, it means gear that is better than blue. Doesn't mean it's good. It hasn't done for fucking ever. Drives me crazy, man. When you think about it. When you fucking think about it, it's like, how do you still have that mentality? People who never played vanilla. There's people in this chat right now who never played vanilla and still say, you remember when epics were epic? And you don't! You don't remember when epics were epics. Because only very few people do. I'm just putting it out there. You out there is like, oh, do you remember when epics were epics? No, do you? Because I don't. I fucking don't. I remember. Oh, I got all this epic loot from Time Style. Game is bullshit. Yeah, right. Justice vendors in the Burning Crusade? Oh, that was bullshit too. Fucking crazy bastards. Crazy bastards. I fucking love that. Oh, I've got so many epics. Yeah, right. Anyway. He's now covered in epics. His blood DK is strong like bull. One night after the guild raid, I was asked to hang around in Ven and move down to the interview channel. Hey, Mr. Blood DK. Come down to our private channel. We can't talk about this in public, people, because we're kind of a big deal serious guild, right? We're clearing normal modes like nobody's business. So we're kind of a big deal. We need to do this mano a mano in private interview channel. Now. Boom. Let's do it. The guild master. Did we have a guild master? Is it Cunningham? I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Cunningham and my friend Eon moved down into the channel also. Oh, it's a group interview. Get your tie on. They told me that everybody in the raiding team was impressed with my playstyle and awesome baller skills. I later found out that this was bullshit to get me to join their guild as they were desperate for a tank. That is how you recruit people. You're asking me, how do we get people in the guild? Flattery. You tell shit players that they're actually pretty good because they're online all the time. And guess what? You have somebody filling that spot while you actually find a good player. It's easy, right? It's easy. You get somebody who's like average at best, but he's online all the time. Then you tell him that he's really good and everybody really likes you. Right? That's what you do. Easy. Easy stuff. Needless to say, I had the choice of a crap raiding guild or a slightly better raiding guild presented in front of me. I made the only choice I could and joined my friend's guild. I quickly messaged the GM of the original guild saying that I had been invited to a raiding team and would be leaving the guild with my DK. Little did I know at this point that this would rip apart the guild's raiding team and later cause the guild to become a leveling guild. It was always a leveling guild! Always! Always a leveling guild. You're not a raiding guild. Especially if the loss of one member crumbles your entire raid force. If all the cards fall apart that quickly, you're not a raiding guild. Every time I logged into my alts who were still in the old guild, I would get messages from some of the members I'd become friends with asking why have I left? There's nothing worse than that. I guarantee everybody in the chat right now has left a guild at some point, but kept an alt in the old guild so you can still be friends, right? You'll still see me. I'm going to hang in the guild. I'm just not raiding anymore, right? We've all used that line. Every single person here has probably used that line. It's like, no, I'll leave the alt in the guild and we can play. And then you log in and it's like, why have you left? You should come back. You should come back. No, I left for a reason. I'm serious, guys. I left for a... Yeah, everybody's done it. Everybody's done the same thing. I'll leave my ult here because I can't afford to move it. If I'm being really truthful, it's because I can't afford to move all my characters. And plus, this ult is like level 10. So I don't really care about moving it either. It's a great way of leaving and still being friends without saying, I just hate all you guys. I hate all you guys. Well, unless you left on bad blood, Brave Break, and all your ults are kicked, then, you know, that's going to be a bad time. That's going to be a bad time. Why have you left? I told them that I'd been given a better offer from another guild and I'd taken it. But they did not understand and they saw it as betrayal. They began to whisper the GM of my first guild, telling that I'd become cocky and aggressive in guild chat. Telling him that my ego had become out of control. And that I was upsetting them. He's upsetting me. The next day when I logged in, I found that all my characters had been kicked. But it was not long until they were in the new second guild. Since that day, I haven't heard from any member of the first guild. No wonder, they're a terrible guild. They're awful. But they were level 25, so they kind of got that going for them. One day I logged into Skype to talk to Eon. As was normal while we were raiding, as Vent was usually reserved for only raid-relevant information. What is raid-relevant information? What is, in a very serious normal mode raiding guild, you got that? Very, very serious normal mode raiding guild. What is raid-relevant information? What are the only things you are allowed to broadcast across Ventrilo so that everybody can take that information and understand that it is important that we reveal this to the people. Musical event, Halloween pissing. Lovely. Like that. Check my epics. Raid relevant information of super serious during the fight. Debuff calls, taunt calls, and most importantly, and I consider this to be the most important one, I am dead. I could... Now, a couple of reasons why I find that hilarious is most people should know that you're dead when you die in a raid, right? Any sort of raid, I don't think that needs to be announced when you're dead. I don't think that should break the concentration of the rest of the raid to announce, I am dead. I have the debuff. I am now dead. And that's it. Right? People should notice. Hilariously, if you check our Halphus Wormbreaker kill, I linked it on my channel, you will actually see that our main healer in one of our top world kills of Halphus Wormbreaker did not notice that I was dead. I was the main tank. And he was still asking, you're supposed to be healing me, man. And didn't notice that I was dead. In the background of his Skype sound, I could hear a woman's voice. And promptly asked him, who have you got there? Knowing he was of a similar age to myself, round about 20, and wondered where he had a lady friend visiting. You mentioned this Skype call. Oh, I hear a woman. He didn't respond as we were pulling a boss, but during the fight, I quickly figured out who he was with. During the fight, our GM, Cunningham, called out for the ads to be moved together. She called out quite loudly, and I noticed that I was able to hear her through vent. Cunningham, you old minx. Cunningham, you old minx. Playing from Eon's house, are we? Making them raid calls. Boom. Cunningham, it's all going to get good for you. Oh, Cunningham. Ooh. Ooh, and she's a priest. Feel it. Feel it. Oh, my throat is dying again. Yep. Wait for it. Yes. As I knew by this time, enough information about Cunningham to be discussed. Oh, yeah. My jaw hit the floor. As I knew by this time, enough information about Cunningham to be disgusted. Firstly, oh no. Firstly, Eon was around 20 years old. He was Dutch, not Swede. And quite frankly, stand-up kind